Can I say something before we even start? You know nothing about sports. I sit in my bed and watch you guys talk about nothing.
Do you ever wear a skirt, by the way?
I have one.
You have one.
Wear it to your funeral.
You'll wear it to mine.
Did I mention you have a nude scene in this movie?
Pretty much from the time you opened your mouth. Yeah.
TV interviews are supposed to be polite, but these TV shows turned into live fire roast sessions. From deadpan burns to on-air scoldings, these are the moments when movie stars flipped the script and left their hosts absolutely torched. When Barbara Walters asked Katharine Hepburn if she ever wore skirts, the Hollywood legend didn't miss a beat, delivering a dry, immortal takedown that redefined Dressed to Kill.
Is that why also you wear pants?
No,
Is that
I just
part of
wear
it?
pants because they're comfortable.
Do you ever wear a skirt, by the way?
I have one.
You have one.
Wear it to your funeral.
You'll wear it to mine.
From old school sass to a very accidental roast, let's jump to a 90s moment where the cameras were rolling, but someone didn't know it. While prepping for a local TV interview, Tony Danza thought he was off air as he started mocking the station's format.
And those news shows are terrible.
Tony?
I'm telling you, I just realized it because I'm hearing the news show in the background. You know, you always think that you're doing those good morning shows, but this is one of those news shows. Kim, I'm telling you, this is crazy. I don't want to do this.
Tony.
I want to be part of the local news. How exciting.
Turns out he was very much on live. His off-the-cuff rant didn't just air, it became instant blooper history.
Okay,
anyway.
Tony, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we're going to start the interview now. No murder and mayhem, just the interview about your movie. You ready?
All right, fine. Oh, you heard me, huh?
Oh, every bit of it.
Oh, good.
But Denzel wasn't the only one to lose it on live TV. The early 2000s brought another roasting, only this time with a whole lot more yelling and fewer filters. Andrew Dice Clay has never been one to hold back, and his 2003 CNN interview proved it. When the anchor casually referred to him as a headline guy who ran a gym, Clay snapped,
You were a headline guy.
I'm still a headline guy. You know what I mean?
You were running a gym. Tell us about that.
Running a gym?
Weren't you running a gym at some
You're supposed
point?
to be a news guy. Where you getting your
It's our
information?
research. You weren't.
This is ridiculous. I come on CNN and the guy don't even know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
You at no point were you running a gym?
No, running a gym. What,
No,
you
you
need a
didn't take a
workout or
timeout?
something?
He launched into a profanity-filled tirade, dropping F-bombs left and right before storming off the set.
Every time I do an interview, a guy wants to open his mouth. Can't
All right,
even
Andrew.
do a little
Thank you very much.
routine
We
here.
thought that you
know
could
what?
hold
Go
back.
yourself. You know what?
All right.
The whole network.
From one uncensored meltdown to another, the next roast comes from a director who doesn't just make violent movies. He defends them like it's a sacred art form. During a 2003 interview, a film critic tried to press Quentin Tarantino about the violence in Kill Bill.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because
a little
it's so
of it?
much fun, Jan. Get
Really?
it?
Oh, really? Okay, I'd like to see you walk down the street and get attacked by some kids who've just seen your movie.
But you saw me. See, Jan, you're all messed up because you're talking about real life.
Oh,
and I'm
I see.
talking
And kids
about
at
the
12,
movies. You got to
kids
get
at
it
12.
straight. Now, if you want to talk about the movies, we'll talk about the movies.
Okay, and
If you
kids
want to
at
talk about
12
real
can
life,
tell
we'll
the
talk about real
difference.
life.
Tarantino never wanted to back down. He got fired up and shut the question down with full director-level intensity.
Kids at 12 can tell the difference. You tell their parents that, Quentin.
Hey,
And it was great to talk
I
to
saw
you,
movies when
sweetheart.
I was a kid, all right? I saw all the movies that I'm basing
Yes,
my
and look
movies
how
on
wonderful
are the
you
movies I
turned
saw
out.
as a kid, and yes, kids go to a movie theater, they can tell the difference. Maybe you couldn't when you were a kid, but I could.
Okay.
From passionate directors to icy stares, the next roast came from a movie star who took manners very seriously. In 2005, Tom Cruise sat down with Australian journalist Peter Overton for a 60 minutes interview that got tense fast.
This is what Scientology is, that you're a bunch on a lunatic fringe or whatever. Does that...
Peter?
Tom?
No one's ever said that to me.
When Overton asked about Cruise's ex-wife, Nicole Kidman, Tom's mood shifted instantly.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. I mean, how do you answer that? How do you answer that question?
The tension escalated as Cruz lectured Overton on the ethics of journalism, making it clear that some questions were simply off limits.
Here's the thing, Peter. Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions
Peter,
that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
The incident was like a master class in how to shut down an interviewer, but also a reminder of Cruz's tightly controlled public image. From serious scolding to subtle sarcasm, the next roast proves you don't need to raise your voice to shut down a bad question. While promoting the proposal, Sandra Bulock kept getting asked about her nude scene over and over again.
The major thing that's changed since you were here last?
Yes.
I have now seen you naked.
And I'm so sorry about that.
I have seen you naked.
Were you able to sleep afterwards?
Why
are you looking down?
It's now my screensaver.
Why did you look down when you said that?
I was looking at my notes.
Not your notes are not over here.
They were right there.
The host wouldn't let it go. That Sandra finally hit back with some sharp sarcasm, which left him squirming.
I watched it last night. It is a lot of fun. Did I mention you have a nude scene in this movie?
Pretty much from the time you opened your mouth. Yeah.
Sandra Bulock, come back more often.
No, not after this interview.
From wardrobe questions to wardrobe critiques, the next star didn't even need to raise her voice to deliver the perfect insult. During a promo interview, a reporter tried to flirt with Megan Fox, but failed miserably.
I don't know if there's a man alive who's not in love with you in some way.
You're so silly.
You know what am I really?
You're a silly
No,
man.
I'm not silly at all.
You're a silly man in a checkered shirt.
I am not. Wow.
She wasn't having it and shut him down so smoothly, it became a fan favorite moment.
So now I think you're flirting with me. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Come on.
Oh, dude.
Speaking of shutting things down, the next star handled an awkward question about a superhero suit with the grace of a cat. Anne Hathaway was promoting The Dark Knight Rises when a host asked about her weight and Catwoman suit.
You are in phenomenal shape.
Thank you.
You're very
gracious.
You're always in great shape, but you had to make sure you were in perfect shape for this one, didn't you?
She didn't miss a beat, just flipped the awkward question right back with smooth sarcasm.
What is the feline fitness regime? Any particular workout?
Are you trying to lose weight?
Well,
what's the deal, man? You look great.
No.
No, seriously. We have to talk about this. What do you want? Are you trying to fit into a cat suit?
From catsuits to chaos, the next moment involves a British comedian, a confused news team, and a live interview gone completely off the rails. Russell Brand's 2013 appearance on Morning Joe started awkward and quickly spiraled into chaos.
I can't understand a single joke you say.
You can't understand it.
Can you
I
understand
can't.
me?
Yes, but I'm telling you, when I'm driving in the car and everyone's laughing in the audience of the radio, I'm like, I have no idea what he's
It's best you focus on your driving, Brian. You're a man, you don't want to be distracted by humor. You might crash into a pedestrian.
Okay. So it's a good thing.
The hosts joked about him, referred to him in the third person, and barely let him speak.
I think this is my first
brand experience.
Yeah. I think it's not listening to him, it's experience. It's just sort of taking it all in.
You are talking about me as if I'm not here and as if I'm an extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say he when a person is present. You should refer to the person by their name. That's basic good manners.
But Brand, armed with sharp wit, still took control of the situation, calling out the hosts for their unprofessional behavior and even educating them on their own show.
We care about your views here on Morning Joe. We'll be talking about those later. Here with me are Brian and Kat. Brian, nice tie. What do you think about Edward Snowden? What do you think about the situation with Snowden?
I don't know what's wrong with you. I understand everything he's saying.
No, it's because you're looking at him. When you don't see him and you don't see the lips.
I understand the whole thing.
Stop saying he. I'm present. Russell. What's wrong with your manners?
Let's go from hijacked morning shows to storming out of live interviews with fur, eclipses, and zero regrets. Joan Rivers was never one to hold back, and her 2014 CNN interview was no exception.
You've got best-selling books, you sell out on stage, even with your fashion critiquing. While it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you have to say. Really? It's not mean?
When the anchor called her comedy mean and brought up her wearing fur, Rivers pushed back hard, defending her jokes and calling out the host for being overly negative.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yes,
Shut up.
I'm talking.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist, but I'm saying
You're eating chicken.
Yeah.
You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Then, in true Joan fashion, She yanked off her mic and walked out.
There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
No,
what?
I'm going. I really am going because all you have done is negative.
No.
All you have done is negative. I haven't heard I make people laugh for 50 years. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
After one walk-off moment, the next star stayed seated, but his reaction to a reporter's mistake was just as unforgettable. In 2014, reporter Sam Rubin made the mistake of confusing Samuel L. Jackson with Lawrence Fishburne, and Jackson didn't let it slide.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've admit my mistake. You're
as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
You're exactly
we may be all black and famous. You are guilty.
The clip quickly went viral, proving that even veteran reporters aren't safe from a live TV roasting. If that's the roast for mistaken identity, wait until you hear how Denzel dealt with assumptions about directors. During a 2016 interview, Denzel was asked why he chose a black director for Fences. Instead of getting defensive, he gave a calm, powerful answer.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not color, it's culture. Steven Spielberg did Schindler's List.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but they're cultural differences.
He broke it down so clearly, the interviewer had nothing left to say. But sometimes, when charm fails, the only option left is to pack up your dignity and cancel the rest of France. While promoting War Dogs in France, Jonah Hill sat down for what he thought would be a normal interview. Instead, the host made an awkward joke about a fantasy involving him and his co-stars.
Eh ben oui, du coup j'ai un fantasme avec vous, Jonah. Non, en fait j'ai un fantasme, ce serait qu'on se retrouve tous les deux dans une chambre d'hôtel le soir. Et là, d'un coup, vous ramenez vos potes DiCaprio et Brad Pitt et vous partez.
Jonah wasn't amused. He shut it down with a cold reply and later canceled the rest of his French press tour.
Je suis content d'être venu. Je suis vraiment pas venu pour rien, d'être ridiculisé par une journaliste locale, ça fait plaisir.
From awkward interviews to full-on roast battles, the next moment happened on live radio, and it was brutal. During a live radio interview in Atlanta, Cat Williams and host Wanda Smith started trading jokes until it stopped being playful.
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was. My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air, so they can hear you live.
Come on, come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right.
Kat unleashed a savage roast session, going after everything from her questions to her cooking skill.
What?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me does it say heat up water? That's the only step in broccoli, heat up water?
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli?
The internet exploded. It wasn't just a comeback, it was a comedy knockout.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
And just when you thought the roasting was over, entered Dakota Johnson, queen of calm destruction. During a 2018 appearance on The Tonight Show, Dakota Johnson called out Jimmy Fallon for constantly interrupting her.
But are you in a cabin somewhere?
Yes, it's a sort of lodge in Big Sur.
Sorry. And so you go out to walk the dog?
Well, no.
It's cool.
I sort of...
Do they allow dogs at the hotel?
Aren't you supposed to let people talk on the show?
And just when you thought Dakota was done with her honesty streak, she faced off with Ellen DeGeneres. During a 2019 interview, Dakota Johnson calmly corrected Ellen DeGeneres about a birthday party mix-up, and the moment instantly became talk show legend.
How was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
After that awkward birthday mix-up, the next moment brings a political dodge and a southern drawl too smooth to ignore. In 2023, Matthew McConaughey appeared on The View and quickly found himself in a tense back and forth with Joy Behar. Behar, known for her direct questions, started by asking McConaughey about the anti-vaxxers, a topic McConaughey tried to sidestep without giving a direct answer.
When he brings them up and where they started.
Anti-vaxxer?
An anti-vaxxer?
I believe so, yeah. Just saying.
Way to bring it down, Joy. I'm just kidding.
Tensions rose when Behar shifted the conversation to his political views on anti-gun legislation, specifically asking,
Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is be playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay.
To give you a direct statement right there.
From Southern charm to Latina fire, the next roast includes a flawless red carpet flex. In 2024, Sofia Vergara showed up on a Spanish talk show expecting a fun chat until the host mocked her English and made her repeat Modern Family.
¿Cómo dices Modern Family?
¿Cómo digo en inglés?
Es que en inglés como que...
¿Me sale mal?
No.
Porque hablas mejor inglés que yo.
Sí.
She didn't let it slide. Instead, she fired back with a cool reminder of her Emmy and Golden Globe nominations.
¿Cuántas nominaciones al Emmy tienes tú en Estados Unidos?
Pues solo una.
¿Cuántas veces te nominaron a los Golden Globes?
Los Golden Globes que son premios menores, entonces me dan un poco igual.
After a classy clapback in Spain, the final roast comes from a comedy king who turned a sports show into his personal stage. Kevin Hart's 2024 appearance on First Take turned into a comedic roast, with the star poking fun at the host's commentary.
Can I say something before we even start?
Okay.
You two disgust me. I'm gonna come out and say it. You know nothing about sports. I sit in my bed and watch you guys talk about nothing every morning. Do you know how upset it makes me?
His quick wit and humor kept the segment buzzing long even after the show finished airing.
Why morning after morning do you sit up in your bed watching us talk about nothing? Could it be because you're addicted to watching us talk about nothing?
No.
Like so many viewers are?
No, I'm addicted to what are you gonna say wrong next, Skip?
Oh,
okay, that's what I'm addicted. You know, Skip, I've never seen a man that can be wrong and keep the same straight face. I've never seen somebody that's wrong so much and look in the camera and not blink.